This just like spawned into this world that we're in right now.
Yeah.
We just happened upon it. So we're just trying to visit the palace right now, but there's some stuff going on. Why does it seem like this stuff always happens to us? I don't know. Okay, we are going to the Imperial Palace. We're on our way there right now. We started off the morning with another stop at 7-Eleven. Got a BLT for breakfast, which was very good. And also some Starbies. Been trying the different coffees that they have. Honestly, this Starbucks one is probably the worst one I've had so far. The little black aluminum can ones, I think, are the best. They're also pretty cheap, but it's such a small amount of coffee. I've been trying to see if there's like a bigger version of that. Just like the little black cans. But anyway, yeah, going to Imperial Palace. Can explore around there, and then at 2 p.m. we have tickets to the Studio Ghibli Museum, so that will be next up. Right now we're just walking through a little park, some Japanese gardens, before we get to the Imperial Palace. Yeah, so we just walked from a hotel because we're pretty close. I think it's about a mile from our hotel to get to the Imperial Palace. And we're just getting here now. We're just reading that the Imperial Palace was formerly the Edo Castle, is where this was built. It was rebuilt in 1888 when the Shogun was overthrown, and then it was rebuilt again after it was destroyed in World War II. So let's go into the Imperial Palace. We just finished watching Shogun, so it's super cool to be here and be going into Edo. It's super interesting how like the old blends with the new, especially here in Tokyo, because there's so many huge skyscrapers. We're really close to Tokyo Station right here, so just having this old palace right next to these giant skyscrapers is just an interesting contrast. Something we were talking about on the way here, one of the many rules that we saw on Instagram were like not walking and eating, but today we have finally seen several Japanese people drinking and not eat. Well, I saw one person eating today, but I also saw several people drinking while they were walking. So I don't feel so bad that every morning we've been going and getting food and coffee and then walking and drinking, and then eating and drinking it while we head out to wherever we're going. So I don't know. I think that rule, maybe it's a rule, maybe it's still impolite, and maybe just some Japanese people also don't follow that rule. I think that technically you don't have to follow that rule, because not every Japanese person is going to be looking at you like you're a complete idiot. Right now everyone's waiting around, not really sure what for. We obviously have no idea what's going on, but everyone's lined up. It almost seems like something's going to happen like right in the middle here, because everyone's just staring into this like gravel field. Watch, there's going to be like a helicopter or something land, like the Imperial Emperor. It's got to be close for some reason. Okay, he's the cavalry. Oh wow. Who is that? Wow. It's definitely like some sort of like a visit by some sort of government official. We must have just happened on some like random event. This just like spawned into this world that we're in right now.
Yeah.
We just happened upon it. So we're just trying to visit the palace right now, but there's some stuff going on. Why does it seem like this stuff always happens to us? I don't know. So I tried looking it up, but I'm not sure if this is always closed. Like you can see in the distance behind me, there's like security guards. And they got this whole area blocked off. There's like a government visitor here today at the Imperial Palace. So they got this area shut down for sure. And everyone's standing outside. I'm not sure if we can even enter this area. We just saw the like party leave, so we're gonna wait a second to see if they open it up. it seems like typically you can walk at least across this open area, so we're gonna wait. So I guess Imperial Palace is gonna be a bust. I'm pretty sure it's just closed for the day because we can see that both gates are closed, and even though we saw like the procession of cars leave, they're not letting anyone walk even through like the main path. So I think we're just gonna head into Tokyo Station and check out Jin's because we might want to get some glasses. And then Kylie said there's a cream puff factory that she wants to check out on the way to the Ghibli Museum. So we're just gonna switch up our plans and say goodbye to the Imperial Palace. So now into the madness of Tokyo Station.
Gosh, here we go.
It's a madhouse in there. I hope we make it out before it gets dark. So we're heading into Tokyo Station, which is an insane place, and this is why. You can see how many different lines connect here, including the Shinkansen. So it's very difficult to figure out exactly where you're going. Last time we paid just to walk through here, so yeah, that was fun. Chuo line today, because we're heading to the Ghibli factory. I mean, same thing. The Ghibli museum. First we're heading to the cream puff factory, and then we're heading to the Ghibli museum. I think if we go downstairs like we did last time, we can find some food. I mean, obviously there's food all around us.
Yeah.
But last time we went to the basement. I don't know if we're in the same area though.
I don't know either.
So.
I'm just following the signs up.
Chuo, yeah. Well, actually, that was fairly easy to get through this time.
Yeah, this one is like, thankfully, like one of the only lines up here. Other ones are like
all the way the other way. Well, we're on the Chuo line. We're gonna have to be quiet here in a minute, so we will see you when we get off. Everyone's completely silent on these trains. Typically, we're completely silent too, because we don't want to be rude. I guess you can talk really quietly, but that is one thing that is true from all the videos on Instagram is the trains are usually completely silent. Honestly, like no one ever messes that up, so I don't even hear anyone talking ever. Everyone usually has headphones in, and yeah, no one bothers each other. It's kind of nice. Just got off the train at Kichijoji, which is the stop that you'll get off at if you're coming to the Ghibli Museum. It's likely, I think we're just gonna walk from here because we're a little bit early. It's only noon right now, but we're gonna go to the Cream Puff Museum, I guess. We're also gonna eat. That's why we're a little bit early. We're also gonna check out the little park that's right next to the museum. After that, we're gonna check out the Ghibli Museum. It's about 40 minutes from Tokyo Station to get out here. Not too bad of a ride. It's a local train and it's a rapid transit, so you don't stop at every single station. It's about 10 stops. It takes about 40 minutes. Not too bad. But yeah, just about to exit the station, and we're gonna go probably get some food first, and then go over to the Cream Puff Museum. Not really sure. Oh, actually, it's not a museum. It's a cream puff factory. I guess they make like Ghibli cream puffs. So we'll check out what that's all about. It's crazy how even these stations, which seemingly are smaller, are just so busy. Like, check this out. Trying to decide if we want to get some cutlet or not. The meals are just like actually very huge. For lunch, I don't always feel like having a huge meal. Even like ramen is a very hearty meal. Like Kai is having a hard time finishing them. I think it's like a very filling meal as well. For lunch, I don't know, it's too much. I think some of these places have like lunch menus though, which would be better. So for lunch, we're doing some Coco's curry, which Kylie Mae has been wanting to try. Some Japanese curry, I believe. We both got the tonkatsu, which we haven't tried yet. So yeah, excited to try. I don't know what the difference is between the pork cutlet and the tonkatsu. We're gonna look that up right now so we can explain it. So I guess the only difference between cutlet and tonkatsu is the panko crumbs. So not much of a difference, but yeah, we're gonna try it, see what it's like. and some Japanese curry. Hopefully this lunch isn't huge. Pretty expensive though, $6, so nice. We stayed at this curry shop, C&C. Yeah, super good. Just had our first tonkatsu with Japanese curry.
We just finished at the curry shop. I think it's like really surprising though, like Javi was also saying earlier, how big the portions are here. Not that I like expected them to be like super small, but it's a lot of food. And I have not been able to like really finish a meal here, and I feel really bad because I heard that it might be considered impolite, but I don't know, it's like very rich food. Yeah, it's hard for me to finish. We really haven't had one bad meal here. It's all been really good. We are currently headed to the Cream Puff Factory, the Studio Ghibli Cream Puff Factory, and we're getting a little Totoro cream puff, which I'm so excited about. Then after that, we are headed to the Studio Ghibli Museum, which I can't wait. Still shook that we got tickets, so I'm so excited. Oh my heck, here it is. I'm so excited. Hi, konnichiwa. There's the custard, strawberry. Oh yeah, matcha. Hi. Can I do the custard cream?
Okay.
Just one.
Okay.
Want the flower?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, right? Lots of beautiful flowers.
Sorry.
No. It's beautiful. Got this cream puff at Shiro-Hige's Cream Puff Factory. Right? Is that how you say it? It is at the oh gosh, I don't know how to say that. Kichijoji? Right. Yes, that's the city we're in, and we got off at the metro stop. And I would say it's about like a 4-minute walk from the metro stop. Definitely if you're in the area, I would check out that Cream Puff Factory. And it's adorable, so how can you not? Okay, so we are currently waiting to go into the Studio Ghibli Museum. We're walking through this park. I think it's, oh gosh, I just saw what it's called. Inokashira Park. We were walking into the park and they have this really cute little alley with a bunch of different shops and a bunch of like thrift shops and stuff. And some super cute souvenirs. So we're gonna just kind of chill here until 2, so we have about like 45 minutes until we can go into the Studio Ghibli Museum. But I wanted to talk about how we ended up getting these tickets. So it's pretty hard to get Studio Ghibli tickets to the Studio Ghibli Museum. There's actually 2 different Studio Ghibli parks. Technically, there's a Studio Ghibli Park, which is kind of like a theme park for Studio Ghibli, and the one we're going to is the actual museum. So they're both really hard to get tickets to, and we got really lucky. We ended up, there's a certain time that you have to book them. Oh gosh, there's a bug on me. There's a bunch of pigeons too. You have to book it exactly a month before they do it, or they do it on the, let me double check. So you have to book it on the 10th of each month for the subsequent month. We bought it April 10th for May. Ended up not being too bad. It's at 10 a.m. Japan time. So that was like 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I read that you were supposed to get or it's easier if you get a bunch of different devices and right at 9:30 a.m. Japan time, you can get in the queue. And so we had probably like 8 different devices trying to get these tickets, and we ended up getting really lucky. We got like 2,000th in line, which sounds like a lot, but people get like 12th thousand in line and so forth. So we ended up getting really lucky with the spot we got in line, and we were able to book 2 tickets. We wanted to get 10 a.m., which is when it opens. However, we couldn't book that time slot because it was already full. So we ended up booking at 2 p.m. So it doesn't give us that long at the museum, but I think we'll be fine. And I'm just grateful we were able to even get tickets and that we're here. So, oh gosh, there's a pigeon coming towards me. Oh, go away, go away. Oh, getting closer to me every time. Trying to get Holly's cream puff.
So I've been waiting to see one of these. This is one of the ones where you can get fresh food out of it. Well, I guess hot food. I don't know how fresh it is, but
That's questionable.
I just wonder how desperate you have to be. Unless, I guess, do they just like fill it up? No, it's an actual machine. I guess I feel like you'd have to be fairly desperate to eat out of there, because
Ramen places literally everywhere.
I don't know why you'd need to do that, but I guess if you absolutely could not make it to a ramen shop to get fresh ramen, you could get it from that vending machine right there, all in the park. But then you wouldn't be able to throw your trash away, so you'd be stuck with a bowl of ramen in your backpack. I actually wonder how that would work, because does it like pop out with like a bowl? Like what kind of bowl? And then what do you do with that bowl? Carry it around? Like what if you don't have a backpack? You just freaking carry that bowl for the rest of your days? What if you never see a garbage can again? Our hotel really doesn't even have a garbage can that would fit a bowl. So if we got stuck with a bowl, well, we'd be stuck with a bowl. So when you're coming to the Studio Ghibli Museum, you can honestly make a whole day of coming out to this area. They have a zoo. They have this lake area in the park where you can ride around on the, you can ride around on the little paddle boats. There's lots of little cool stores, and you can just kind of leisurely spend your day in this cool park. After or before you go to the Ghibli Museum. So if you're lucky enough to get tickets, this is kind of a cool area to hang out in as well. Cooler than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to just be, I don't know, more of like an industrial area. That's one thing that's really surprising about Japan. It just seems like no matter where you go, there is a lot going on. So now I think it makes more sense why they put the Ghibli Park out here. I think this definitely fits the vibe more than if they put the park like right in the center of Tokyo. This cool little park and forest definitely are closer to what a Ghibli film feels like once they leave the city and they go off to whatever little town they're going to be in for the movie. I feel like all of them have that similar kind of vibe, and they go out to a place that is green and looks like this. So we're just walking up to the Ghibli Museum. Our entrance time is in 10 minutes, so it's been a long wait for this one. Waiting to get tickets and getting the tickets and everything, so yeah, here we are finally. Yeah, I bet they let people in waves. Oh boy. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. We have tickets, but even then, it's super busy. And we just got here. And the line to get in is super long, and these are all people at 2 o'clock. So if you want to be in the head of the line for your time slot, get here early so you can be at the front of that line. Because the line goes pretty far. We got Totoro over here, and he's a decent ways away from the entrance, so we'll see about how long it takes for us to get in. It's not moving very quick, so could be a little while. I don't know. But not too worried. We have about 4 hours until it closes, so we should have plenty of time to see everything.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa.
So, 2 beer? Okay. So please show this ticket inside again.
Okay.
Didn't take too long, honestly. I mean, maybe, what, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
It's not too bad. Looks like you're not supposed to take photos inside, only outside. So we will see what we can show you, but may not be able to show you inside. We'll see. We found out, okay, you get in the big line, wait like 10 minutes, and kind of empties out on the bottom, and then just go slowly up, and there's not as big of a crowd. Gets much nicer. There's also English pamphlets you can get from the workers on in each room if you want to actually know what's going on.
There's a Japanese subtitle version. Screen several times a day. I don't know if it's every time.
We're gonna go on the roof. We can only film outside. Show you what we can out here and give you some tips. They definitely pack the people in here. Bit too many people for, oh my gosh. Bit too many people for how big the museum is, I would say. Up here is not too bad, but in like the actual rooms where there's like things to look at or things to read, it's basically just a line all the way through the building. So it's definitely smaller than you'd think, but it's a lot of fun. Outside they got this little ice cream shop over here. And they also got the main little restaurant with the little patio. That's basically all the outside.
Okay, so we just got back from the Studio Ghibli Museum. Overall, it was really fun, but I think it was too small and a little bit too crowded for what it was. It was really interesting seeing all the drawings and the animations and stuff. Overall, I thought it was a really cool experience. It really wasn't too bad getting out here. It took like about 30 minutes, 40 minutes to get out here. And like Javi was saying, the park's beautiful. It's really fun to walk around. So, okay, so it is 3:20 right now and we just got out. So we were in there for about an hour and a half. Honestly, I thought we would be in there longer. I thought there would be more stuff to see. We didn't go to the movie. Yeah, I didn't either. We kind of just walked out of there because it was like right there. I would say it was worth it. If you feel really bad for not getting tickets, honestly don't feel too bad. I'm actually kind of sad that the museum store didn't have more merchandise to buy because I was looking for specifically Hanyo stuff and Gigi the cat from Kiki's delivery service, but couldn't find any of that and it was really packed in there, so we kind of wanted to just get out of there. I'm so glad we came and we experienced it, and yeah, overall it was a lot of fun.